All right, I think we're live here. Hi, Dudley Brown here, and I'm in my backyard, like many of you, working from home, and a little windy out, but wanted to talk to you a little bit because I've noticed, like many of you, I think, that a lot of new gun owners are rushing to the stores and buying firearms. In fact, I'm getting phone calls from firearms dealers around the state and around the country telling us that really non-traditional people are showing up at their store and buying guns, not what they normally expect. In fact, I was driving last week and I failed to get a picture of it, but there was a car at a gun store in the parking lot. It had a Bernie sticker on the back of their car. I thought that was kind of funny. I did snap this photo with my cell phone as I was at USA Liberty Arms, which is very close to my house in Fort Collins, and they had this Subaru at parked in the lot there with the band Fish little sticker on there. You see, and if those of you who know who Fish is, they're kind of a hippie band like the Grateful Dead. Thought that was funny. Not your traditional firearms buyer, and that's what I'm hearing. It's all kinds of younger people, people who had the foxhole conversion that now maybe they thought it's time to have the tools for self defense as things got a little weird in America. Well, as you think about that, very few of them have any kind of proficiency training, and really probably no safety training, or maybe some just a little when they were kids. So this is a good reminder. Now, most Rocky Mountain Gun Owners members can recite these four basic rules of firearm safety by heart, um, but this is a good thing to send to those new people. Post up on Facebook or Instagram, and send this video out so those new gun buyers get the actual rules of firearm safety. And again, these are the four basic rules. Now, number one is treat all guns as if they're loaded, meaning all guns you assume are loaded when you touch them or when you look at them. You never tell somebody, don't worry, trust me, it's not loaded. I would never trust anybody. I don't care what their training is. So if I pull this firearm out, I just remove the magazine, right? And then it's obviously unloaded. Nah, no, it's not. Might have one in the tube. And this is the pistol I carry every day and have for decades now. Trust me, it's always loaded and it's always got one in the tube. So remove it, remove that round from the tube and verify you did, and double verify it, look in the tube, make sure the ammunition is removed. Okay, so it's removed safe. But I treated it still as if it's loaded, even though I verified it's not loaded. Number two, never let the muzzle cover anything you're not willing to destroy. Now, to younger kids, I teach this like a Star Wars lightsaber. It's just a really long lightsaber. And so you would never swing that muzzle out and point at anything like your dog or your foot or your family members or another human being, unless, of course, you were being threatened. And so even when I pulled this pistol out of my holster, I made sure I didn't point it at my foot. I swung it around. I didn't point it at the cameraman, and I pointed up in the air, but I didn't point it at anybody. Didn't point at anything I'm not willing to destroy. Okay. Number three, never let your finger cover the trigger until your sights are on the target. So when I pick this up, guess what? I don't have my sights on the target, so I'm not touching the trigger. In fact, I use my finger either indexing it high. Some pistols, there's a nice little spot in the 1911. There's a nice little spot to index it on, or directly straight, but not inside the trigger guard and not on the trigger until you're ready to fire. Okay. All right. And then number four, know what's between and behind your target. And so if I'm shooting at a target and a dog runs in between me and the target and jumps up, I want to know that. I want to pay attention to my surroundings, know what could come in front. If you're out in the country and shooting, you're shooting at a target, you want to know, oh, there's a road back there that's a mile back there. Okay, with a pistol, maybe you're fine. With a rifle, maybe not. Certainly with a shotgun, you're okay. But those are the kind of things you got to pay attention to with firearms. So those are the four basic rules. Now, of course, there are a lot of other safety rules and that go even deeper, and we'll work on some of those at a later video. And later this week, we're going to cover some other ideas about safety, and that is training. How can you train at home and not pull the trigger on a live round? I'll teach you how to do that and how it's good practice, very good practice, and a good way to become proficient with a firearm. We'll go through all that later in the week. So everybody stay safe.